For some context so that I can stretch this video over the 2-minute mark, I made a Letterboxd account for a friend of mine, but he refused to use it. So I did the only logical thing and started shitposting on it. After making a bunch of shit reviews, I moved on to the list section and made a list of the best movie of each year from 2000 to 2027. But me and my good chum Joseph thought it would be fucking hysterical if we extended the list to go all the way back to the year 1900. We chose some movies that were good, but most of the others are what some might call flawless masterpieces. And when we got to the final entry, we found a short film from the year 1900 called Uncle Josh in a Spooky Hotel, which then led to us obsessing over it like we do with literally anything we find funny. After watching it, we found it was part of a trilogy of short films by Thomas Edison, and I'm going to review all 3 of them while ranking them from my least favorite to my favorite because I really am out of ideas at this point. This isn't just an excuse to not work on the Reality Warper free for all review, I swear.
Wake me from my nightmare.
Uncle Josh's Nightmare is the weakest of the trilogy, but I still like it. It's still funny, much like the other 2, and retains the same level of charm, but it has over double the runtime of Spooky Hotel, as well as an incredibly similar concept, so it end up feeling kind of like a rehash, despite this apparently being the original. Letterboxd is giving me very mixed messages with the release dates here. The jokes also aren't as quick and plentiful as they are in Spooky Hotel, which leads to it feeling a lot slower paced. It's still good though. Obviously, since this is from 1900, I'm not expecting masterful writing like Parasite, or some big CGI battle like Avengers Endgame. It's a product of its time, and while it would be shit if it was made nowadays, it's still good for its time. 6 out of 10. Pretty epic.
Look at this photograph.
Uncle Josh at the Moving Pictures is just about as long as Uncle Josh's Nightmare, but it stands out a lot more from the other 2 by having a completely different setting and still having a lot of jokes that worked. It's funny, it's charming, it's a perfect sequel. Too bad they never made any more after this, but this does enforce my theory that the theater worker beat Uncle Josh to death, which would explain why this is what capped off the series. 7 out of 10.
The Has-Been Hotel.
Uncle Josh in a Spooky Hotel is the best hotel-related short film I've seen in the last 6 months. It's just as funny as the others, but because it's a lot shorter, it feels a lot quicker paced, which really works in its favor. It's nothing phenomenal, but I still really like it. 7 out of 10. And there you have it. The list literally not a single person ever asked for, nor would anyone have even considered asking for it if I didn't make this video. If you forgot the order, I'll have a link in the description to my Letterboxd list where you can remind yourself, just in case you forgot. Hopefully you all enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next video where I go over something probably just as highly requested as this.